All right, what's going on, party people? Welcome. At least we here. Now, if this is your first time, welcome. It's definitely a pleasure having you in. Over here, we only deal with positivity, love and all that shit. I gotta let you know, because we got certain rules on this side. Do you see what I'm saying? Once you get to, witness what's about to happen, there's a certain accountability that we gotta let you know. Like, we don't fuck around over here. Do you see what I'm saying? We're all about the positivity, the good life. You know what I'm saying? Laughing, loving, and doing all that thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck we're doing on this side. So, we take accountability. So therefore, we take this very seriously. This is who we are. At least this is what I am. I gotta protect it, baby. I can't let anybody just, fuck up my peace, man. You out of your mind. So, technically, you just got a sneak peek of what the conversation is going to be about tonight. But most importantly, understanding what you went for, because you went for one. But anyway, I'm Lispi. I am a spiritual healer. What I do technically is that I assist other people, or I help other people in understanding their emotional pattern and their intellectual pattern. And by doing so, that's how the two of them become in union, and that's how you become whole. Then you become healed, which is 100% of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you radiating out here. So therefore I gotta lay hands on your spirit for you to get to, for you to see the light. So I'm laying hands on a lot of you motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? And say my shit, abracadabra, you know what I'm saying? And make shit happen. Shit, I'm wilding. But anyway, I'm saying all this to say, it's good to have you in, motherfuckers. It's good to have you in here, man. Let's have fun, motherfuckers. Shit. Now if you coming back, you already know, man. You know what you went for. All right, so let's be active. Let's be accountable. Get you a plate. It's that time, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's have that dinner. You know what I'm saying? Let's break some bread, baby. You feel me? I already got the blood. Was it blood? No, the wine, I should say. I apologize. I was getting ahead of myself. All right? But anyway, guys, you know what I'm saying? I'm tripping. So, tonight, last night, I had I talked about the nature of ignorance, and pretty much also talking about, how it affects you and the consequences of you, under, not understanding the nature of ignorance, but most importantly, for you to understand what, do you see what I'm saying? To understand, the difference, because this is how you become awake. Do you see what I'm saying? By you not sleeping. Then you become awake. So, meaning now at this point, but you have to master your ignorance. Because if you don't master your ignorance is going to master you. Meaning now what you don't know is going to get you. And it's always what you don't know, baby. You see what I'm saying? But if you become with the all-seer, the one who sees everything, now you can see through him. You good. He's looking out. You feel me? You gotta know what you're doing, baby. What are you doing? What kind of game you playing? You know, we're playing to win, and we're keeping what we gotta keep. Well, sometimes you know what I'm saying. You can't keep everything, baby. You know what I'm saying. So, you gotta do whole lot of let goes. you know, and technically, you know, that's how we deprogram ourselves too, by aligning ourselves to our true self. Because by being that false person and acting to please others, you know, now you start taking accountability in a sense of, you know, you got to give, you know, that, you know, there's always a sacrifice. You got to, there's a part of you that's got to die. So life, I mean, death and birth are constantly happening on different levels on earth. Do you see what I'm saying? Because we're not just talking about physical death here, but we're talking about, you know, how someone could go from being a toddler to an adolescent, and that those personalities are totally different, as they should. You see what I'm saying? Shit, they better be. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be, you know, and not, you know, growing spiritually as well. You know, that's when you become like you have a baby spirit, man. Like, you know, you tripping. You got a baby spirit, man. Wake up. I mean, hey, listen, man. We get it, but hey, we ain't judging, baby. We're just telling. We're just saying it. Hey, I'm just trying to call it like I see it. If you like to go to sleep, hey, by all means, man. Shit, snore, motherfucker. Do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? The world is yours. You know what I'm saying? And my world is mine. You got nothing on me, baby. I got to flex on you motherfuckers right now. So the part of us that is dying, you know, it's, you know, sacrificing, stopping certain habits or a certain train of thinking, of thoughts, of emotion by acknowledging them. Because the thing about, you know, acknowledging or, you know, to understand your emotional pattern, you know, you have to acknowledge it without resisting it. You know, because in the past you resisted yourself. That's when, you know, you would have something that could easily trigger it in you, and you have a certain, you know, behavior. But all of that has to do with the fact that, you know, that emotion or that side of you has been repressed, not acknowledged. So as a spiritual healer, and that's how you get to come to yourself and trying to heal that wounded child, that spirit that was neglected of you, that wanted to, you know, I guess what the fuck were we talking about? Anyway, you know, at that point, you know, we're making that connection by acknowledging its pain, like his or her pain. That's how you acknowledge it. You having compassion for yourself. You loving yourself. You forgiving yourself. Another way of saying that, I think, which is the best way, you are accepting yourself. And by accepting yourself, you're saying all of it. Your growth, your everything. And when you really combine all of that experience together, it raises your state of consciousness too. Now you're looking at things on a different level. You're looking at life on a whole different angle now. Do you see what I'm saying? You have your inner vision. You're moving like a blind man, like the book of Eli. Oh, I love that movie too, man. The book of Eli. Moving like that blind man, huh? And he was still reading the scriptures too. You know, that's also you know, it can be seen in different levels because blind do read with their hand, so they're touching on it. But that touching, that connection, is a psychic ability. It's a frequency. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you're also moving in life by being in alignment with yourself, it puts you on that frequency as well. That's how you become in alignment with the whole self. You're aligning your emotional body, your all of these things all at once by being yourself. That was just another way of saying what I was saying earlier, which is just still the same shit. When you truly get to know who you are, you're living your truth. Oh, baby, you're cosmic at this point. Do you see what I'm saying? And when I'm talking about cosmic too, because I notice now people have different, definition. At one point, I remember when you talk about the cosmos, right? You would feel like is everything. It's the evolution, it's the earth, but now it seems to me like it's being defined more like the physical parts. When you talk about the cosmos now, it's like you're talking about Jupiter or those different planets, those solar systems, like the physical ones. Like there's nothing that's happening in between. Because you got to understand, that's why there's life in here. When we're switching from one season to another, there's a force in nature. There's a spirit that is guiding all of that shit. There's energy in it. Because as this shit are shifting or happening, the number of years, we're getting older. Like there's a bunch of shit that's happening, that's taking place. So when I'm talking about the cosmos for me, I'm talking about that whole thing. Whereas it appears, but I'm saying this to say, once you connect with yourself, then you would understand, like the force in everything. That's why to the pure, all is pure. When you become spiritual, you see spirituality everywhere. But you got to grasp that first. You got to, that's why you have to attain that. That's that understanding. But it happens by you aligning yourself emotionally, the growth, the knowledge that you are inquiring and how it's coming together with the person that you are. You being in alignment. And that's how you grow. I'm giving you guys some Patreon talk right now. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Patreon, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. So, to get back to what I was talking about before, you have to give something. You got to give. Meaning you have to sacrifice. You got to let go. That's part of the journey. You know what I'm saying? In fact, you know what I'm saying? The higher you're trying to get, the lighter you got to be, babe. You got to stay on that feet, man. The higher you trying to get, the lighter you got to stay, man. You don't travel with too much, man, because you're going way up there, baby. Doesn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? We're light travelers, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your medicine. I got to talk to you, man. I got to give it to you guys from that Haitian perspective, too. That's that nigga vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's what we call, like, the elders are here. That's that type of talk. Speaking about it on that level, painting that type of picture, projecting that spirit, making it flesh. Because the words got to become flesh. You got to be ultimately the point of you understanding what you understand. You have to become that. That's how you become wise. If you understand this is stupid, then you're gonna have to act like this is stupid, so you're not gonna do it. That's why I protect my peace. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's important to do that. You know, just the other day I was listening to somebody talking about self-love. Like, I don't know why people don't really understand it. And then she was saying like how, self-love, you being selfish. I'm like, whoa. How do you even put those two together? They don't go together. They're not even related, like, at all. They don't even know each other. Self-love has to do with you understanding who you are, appreciating yourself, getting to know who you are. I mean, because just like I was talking about, being in alignment with the person you are is love, because it's always seeking to express itself. What you're talking about, romantic love, is just another aspect of love that is being revealed, like the spirit is just expresses, us as being spirit, we are expressing ourselves. And that's how we having this human experience. And those of us who understand, the understanding, then, and that's what I'm talking about here. Those who understand the connection, you get to see the truth. Like, there's no separation. You are God, in essence. You know, I had to, I had to wind it down for you guys. I had to wind it down. But if you understand, you understand. So now listen, self-love, man, like, it's just being yourself. Loving yourself, protecting yourself. And by you doing so, that's how you acknowledge somebody else. Because you got to understand, like, people who do not love themselves, that's what the selfish is. You see what I'm saying? Now, I mean, there's a part of you that's benefiting of it, but it's not true you. It's not the you will you. It's like you being hypocritical to your own fucking self. How do you do that? When you don't acknowledge who you are and then you acting to please somebody else, you are, that's what you're doing. Now you acting based on that false person. Meanwhile you have the real person next to you, that you need to align yourself with. And you created that monster, or that dark side of you, through ignorance, not seeing the truth. You're puzzled. You don't know if you should go right or left. I mean, it's part of, going through, it's part of the experience as you being a spirit. You get to be confused until you really get to believe yourself by grasping the person that you are. And that's what the whole occult is talking about. Our ancestors, the one who came before us, giving us jewels, giving us tools, just so that we remember. Because you don't know who you are. And you're not operating from that. Then you created a whole world now. People are chasing what they are not. Then that world become a world of competition, a world of all that bullshit, man. Of course, you're not doing it for yourself, so you can never love somebody else. How are you going to do that? Because you got to hide yourself. You're not going to let them know who the fuck you are. Do you see what I'm saying? So that fear, it's not love. So now that fear, you got to be in control because we don't want that to happen. We got to be in control. That's why people who are fear based, they have to, or people who very low self esteem have to manipulate other people. They got a trap to get what they want because they don't believe that they deserve it. Do you see what I'm saying? They look at themselves as being so low, they got to trap somebody else. Because when you have values in yourself, like, that's why love doesn't, it doesn't, like, control motherfuckers. You let the nigga go. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now, a beautiful love now, when both of you guys have that type of understanding and y'all come together, that's a divine union. Now, I mean, shit, now you being a bad motherfucker out here. Because you being yourself in a whole different level. That's what the whole experience is about. And being awake is about. And that's how you reach a certain state of consciousness. You become the God, the essence of what you were. But you got to connect with it. You got to grow into it. And that's your journey. That's your interaction with the form, how the Tibetan monks call it. And I appreciate it too. I'll talk about that on but let's just say, because they don't define the physical as physical, because just like quantum physics now is telling you, there's no physics. I mean, is what you think is physical is truly condensed vibration, energy. So therefore, you can't even describe the physical as being physical. So to say, your physical body, it's like it's already not making sense. Well, depending on where in the from what state of mind that you're saying it, and what makes this for the livings. Now we're talking on a whole different level. So now, if you're talking about on that level, as far as, okay, you didn't know, I mean, whatever the fuck, but we're keeping it up there, man. That's what makes it for the living. So being alive, it's luxury, it's beauty. It's being the total package. You see what I'm saying? That's what makes it a treasure. It's royal. We're talking some deep shit here. I know. I gotta bring it down to earth. And I'm manifesting. I gotta manifest that understanding to you, so you could physically or visibly see it. On both sides of yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? That's how we, I lay hands on niggas. So, self-love, man, helps you to love somebody else. It's not selfish at all. There's no connection. Because selfish now, you're not thinking about other people. Obviously, that's what selfish is. But, there's the gain that you're looking to get, it's part of the competition. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not a true gain, if I could put it that way. It's more of a way that you use to protect yourself, truly. Because the more you gain, is more protection that you're trying to get. So it's a fucking illusion. You see what I'm trying to say to you? It's a fucking illusion. I talking about? So yeah, I was talking about how it is an illusion. Like you gotta see things for what they are. Is that what I was talking about? Anyway, it'll come back to me. Oh, just yeah, self love and selfish. I was talking about the gaining is not really a gain, but it was a form of protection. That's why the gain didn't really mean anything, because even when you like stepping on other people, you're not truly stepping on other people, just to belittle them, but you're also doing it because you think you're low. And the reality is, you think you low. That's why you got to step on other people's toes. See, people who have self-respect respect other people, bro. It's the motherfucker that has no fucking self-respect. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, like you dress however the fuck you want in public. Like, and I'm not criticizing here. I'm just trying to pay the pic. I mean, I want you to see the picture. It's gonna be someone like that who doesn't care about his fucking appearance. None of that shit. So that's why the motherfucker that dresses like ghetto is gonna bring ghetto to your motherfucking ass. So I'm trying to say to you is that person, you got to look at it from the broader perspective of truly what it is, which is they putting up a front, but they're fucking little babies, pussies. Baby spirits, retardeds. You see what I'm saying? But again, I don't want it to seem like, you know what I'm saying? But it's for you to understand too, man, what value is. Once you align with yourself, that's why the price is that in itself, the reward of being who you are. That's why a lot of like educated men will tell you, you know what, it's tough to be educated, but they're not gonna give it up. Because when you look around to see the amount of fucking ignorance that you are surrounded by, and even if your life is fucked up, but you get to see it on that your life is fucked up, but not to blame yourself, but to accept it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do, to accept it for what it is. Shit, you swagging. That's how you control it. You take it for what it is. You ain't tripping. I ain't tripping at all. No hard feelings, baby. I have no fucking hard feelings at all, man. Shit, nigga. Shit, I got no pause, bitch. How do you want it? You know what I'm saying? How do you take somebody down who don't give a fuck? You can't. You see what I'm saying? You can't. How do you kill a man who already think he's dead? Something for you to think about. You can't do that. You'll never be able to do it. Kill him. Just saying. And that's the sacrifice, man. But most importantly, because I take this very seriously, about the self-love, has nothing to do with being selfish. And I do have a video where I was talking about that, but I felt like I get really sensitive when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? I get in my feelings because, I'm all about the self. And there's no selfishness in it at all. And when you truly understand it and being in alignment with it, in fact, it makes me open up to other people more. That's why I'm doing this. I'm being honest with you. That's a form of love too. I'm doing what I love. I'm sharing this shit. I'm giving you me, motherfucker. I'm expensive, bitch. You gotta know your worth, man. And that's what self-love is all about. It's not selfish. Has nothing to do with that. You're not stepping on nobody's toes. You're just saying, hey, man, I don't want nobody to step on my toes, though. Because I'm choosing to, to walk this way. But I can't let you step on my toes, though. Oh, hell no. They're looking good. I took care of them, God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I clipped my toenails and all that shit, nigga. I take care of myself. You hear me? Come on, man. Oh, you gonna pay, motherfucker. Oh, you gotta pay for this. Shit. Shit. It's priceless. And that's the beauty of value, too. And I hope that I'm able to actually try to reflect that to a lot of people. Because when I'm looking around, man, like, people are really ugly. Like, the hate, it's everywhere, man. It's like, because there's no connection to self. When you look at the radio shows, like, everything is fear-based. It's hate fucking based, man. Like, there's no life in it. That's why we're saying they're zombies, right? And then they're rocking themselves to sleep. It's an ugly sight, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're doing what you're supposed to and you're looking at somebody looking all dirty and shit, that ain't looking good, handsome. That's what we're saying. We ain't judging, though. We ain't tripping at all. Yeah, man. A lot of shit, the world's looking ugly, man. Even in a fucking relationship, man. How do you sleep next to somebody that you don't fucking love, bro? I don't know. I don't think I could never do that shit. I don't think there's a fucking amount of money. Like, yeah, I'm sleeping. Like, I gotta enjoy myself. Like, you're not even doing this for you. God damn, my nigga. I mean, you're not even giving yourself that little, peace. That little sense of respect, acknowledgement. Man, something's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm your healer, motherfucker. Hey, you got it right there. So, looking at the world, man, like, it's crazy, man. Even people, niggas don't even talk to other niggas. Like, you show up somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And of course, yeah, you still have your, your brothers that would know how to do, you already know, like me, I'm already live, baby. You know what I'm saying? We let them know IT's here, baby. What's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing the heat. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing the Haiti heat, baby. What's going on, man? Talk to me, handsome. What are we doing? What's going on? What's going on around here? Let them know we here, man. Shit, nigga, we showing up and showing out. You hear me? I'm wilding. Yeah, shit, nigga. It's the total package here, baby. It's a deluxe package, man. So, in so many words, too, man, like, it's always good to, tell people I love you. I love you. I love you. Yes, all of you motherfuckers. I love all of you motherfuckers. Do you see what I'm saying? It's because, and that also means too, like, I accept you for who you are. I don't judge you. I don't do none of that shit. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's all it's just the beauty that's just being projected out of me too. Cause hey, listen, we keep it pretty out here. You feel me? We gotta keep it pretty, man. Come on, man. You're playing. Don't play a losing hand, man. Don't do that to yourself. Yeah. Embrace yourself. But that's a process. It's a state of understanding. That's why it's all spiritual, right? So you got to grasp it. That's why I always tell people, don't worry about the power of. People always talk about willpower. Well, at least that's not the way it works for me. When I see the bigger picture and I know what I got to do, my will fucking adjust to it. It's like if you have a goal, now the goal would be your GPS, and your will would just adjust to it. You got to make a right, you got to make a left, or you got to make a U-turn. Meaning, let's just say you want to lose weight, right? There's a certain diet that you're following. You know, if you're working during the day, then you may have to do this. You got to. If you're working at night, then you got to do this. You got to do that. So your will should adjust to your goal. You don't fight yourself. The other way around, when people are talking about discipline, not understanding it means self-disciple. This is you, you know, it's part of self-love too. You know, you got to confess this motherfucker. You got to show it too. Now, discipline would be another way of you expressing the love to yourself through action. Come on, man, you got to be bad, baby. You got to show up and show out now. It can't be just talk. Now you got to show it. Do you see what I'm saying? Now you show it in everything that you do. You know, if you got to create your boundaries, hey, we're going to start right there, though. Do you see what I'm saying? Because we know what it's like not to neglect this guy. And now that we get to know who he is, and we're in love with him, come on now. Stop playing. You play too much. What? Oh, we're going to protect this nigga here, man. You already know. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you discover that treasure in you, seeing how valuable you are, how much of a delight that you are, by making that connection within yourself and the cosmic, and the cosmos, and source, however the fuck you want to call it. It's just incredible, man. And that's what we should radiate down here as you become the Illuminati. That's what this shit is all about. As you become the wise ones, that's how now you are radiating out there. So when they telling you the story of the gods who made it down here and how they're the stars, how they shining down here. How do I look? Just make a comment. That's fine. Or you can keep it to yourself. However you please, motherfucker. If you choose to keep it to yourself, well, you can keep it to yourself. But if you choose to make a comment, shit, nigga. Write your comment, nigga. You ain't doing nothing wrong. Nobody's stopping you. You know, you have the right to disagree, baby. You feel me? You know, but I'm feeling too good, though. Doesn't matter. Do you see what I'm saying? So that discipline, you know, becomes automatically, I mean, you got to show it, you know, through your actions now. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like if you're going to say you love a bitch, there's a certain behavior now you're going to have, right? To reflect that love for her. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do by giving to the person that we love. We are showing our love, you know, being creative, you know, trying to, you know, that's when you know, get your flowers, you know, you do your thing. I ain't judging. But I know what you're doing, though. I see what you're doing. That's what I'm saying. I'm calling you out. Shit, it gets better by the second. I'm calling you out, baby. But anyway, oh man, I'm wilding. I need to stop. Shit, yo, that's just a piece of my world, baby. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's why, you know, when I get in my creative mode, and it's just beautiful, man. We got a few things in the work, you know, you know. I got to give you a body of work now. You know what I'm saying? I have to reflect the hoodie. The hoodie now, you know, has to come out and do what he needs to do. Do you see what I'm saying? So a lot of people sometimes, and I wanted to say this because recently I started getting into the whole fucking signs shit. You know, what's the name for that? I'm tripping right now. I don't remember the name, but there's a name for the zodiac signs. You know, meaning the animals and how you are acting. Because all of that, you got to understand, man. Like, the zodiac don't represent you. Oh, no, no, no. You represent the zodiac. Now, if you understand that now, technically, that's why when you go to the zodiac, you go there to learn about you. Because it represents you. Yo, that is a deep motherfucking science. Because I was tapping into some shit. Because I've been getting some downloads, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to process them shits first, though. I got to eat first. I got you, though. You know, and especially when you become a Patreon member, you know, we got that work for you. And, you know, and that's what you get, too. But then I have to write a couple things down and be more strategic, make sure that you get the full course, baby. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We're feeding people out here, man. Mm-hmm. We're giving sights to the blinds, man. That's our work. All we came here to do. You see what I'm saying? And that's also, too, that's why a lot of masters came down, too, because we understood this is a fucking illusion, so nothing's going to stop us. We're not here by accident. So obviously you can see how light my heart is, motherfucker. Like when Anubis come, like shit, I'll be like, I shake that nigga hand. You know what I'm saying? We have a secret handshake. Anubis, yo, what's going on, King? Nigga, like, go straight in, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know how this nigga, like, he got to weigh shit on the scale and shit. Make sure your heart is as light as a feather. There ain't no scale for me, nigga. I show up, I'm like, yo, what's up, dog? And I walk right through, nigga. You do that to them other niggas. We VIP on this side, nigga. How can our heart can ever be heavy when we know what the fuck the truth is? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not slacking at all, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're still on point over here, man. Come on. You gotta stay sharp, meaning you gotta stay in alignment with the person that you are. That's what this shit is all about. Yo, you gotta stay lit. That's why Haitian nigga, we say not boule, man. Yo, that's a whole different. Yo, man, listen. I hope I'm trying to give you guys some of that food, man. To let you know how them Haitian motherfuckers think. And their God. And, when I got to the nitty gritty of understanding certain shit, like, you're like, okay. It's not a coincidence. What happened because, we were on certain frequencies, man. Like Haitians, like fucking, even, like African and all shit, they have a fucking Haitian voodoo, man. We did everything. So Africa will tell you, yeah, it's voodoo, but, then you have your Haitian voodoo. And they will tell you the Haitian voodoo is different. But that's a whole different conversation. I'm not going to get into it. But I'm just wanted to point that out to you guys to let you know, that kind of state of mind. I mean, it's because when we talk about languages, I had to learn that myself. Do you see what I'm saying? But most importantly, too, as, because the spirit needed to communicate effectively, too, through different channels, right? And me being in alignment with the higher self, too. So, therefore, it was critical for me to do it. Nigga, I'm talking shit. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that bullshit. Come on, man. Shit. We're bobbing and weaving out here. Feel me? We doing it Muhammad Ali style. That's my nigga, too, though. Love you, King. Yo, I really love this nigga. That nigga, I fuck with him. You hear me? Because my thing was, and hopefully you could see that, too, right? So my uncle, you know what I'm saying, as a young man, there were other men that I really wanted to be like. Do you see what I'm saying? And shit, nigga, let's fuck around, right? I don't know about y'all niggas, But for me though, my uncle was the suave nigga. You know what I'm saying? What? But just so you know too, as I'm about to tell you about the story, right? So then you're gonna see the connection between what I'm saying when I talk about Muhammad Ali and the person that he was and how he used to deliver what he was talking about. Because that nigga was a pretty nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? Because pimp recognize pimp, baby. You know what I'm saying? We salute that nigga. So I see him as another me. You feel me? And that's truly why I love this nigga, man. You know? So I look at him, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we do, man. Like those different type of spirit. We communicate on that level too. We make that connection. So sometimes when you talking about your stars, people that you admire, it's something in you that you are admiring that you don't know. I just do, so I know how to, translate it. But this is a type of conversation that is reserved for the elders, though. Do you see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now, once you get your heart checked out, okay, and then you step in on this side, nigga, we got a whole lot to talk about. You don't even know the half. You know what I'm saying? That's what I come at, yo, nigga, you don't even know the half, nigga. Shit. We got a whole lot to do, baby. You know what I'm saying? Just when you thought it was, it's training day, bitch. That was my movie too. Oh, I love that movie, dog. Like, yo, I gotta break the shit down, like, cause I know for me, like the way I was looking at it, the different angles, the shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Was there any lines that I liked? There was so fucking much line and shit. But but that movie also show you too, man. Like when you're being true to yourself too. When that guy told him, "Hey, man, nobody really liked him around there, but they kind of went with it." Do you see what I'm saying? And then when the guy told him, "Hey, man," when he asked those guys to kill him, he said, "You got to put your own work around here, man." I like that too. I like that a lot. But most importantly, man, he was getting no support because he never supported them. Because he was false. He was acting based on something else. So, in so many words, this movie is also deflecting, showing you, how the guy who was honest walked out alive. Help out the little girl, you know what I'm saying? Then he was going to be killed. So now because he helped out the little girl, and that's what you do when you stay in your vibration in life, man. We're giving sights over here, man. We got to open up doors. Listen, man, I ain't staying outside, baby. I'm going in. The fuck? Shit, you must be out of your mind, nigga. I ain't staying in the back of the line, man. I'm walking right in. I'm VIP, baby. Fuck are you talking about? What are we doing? You gotta stay connected. Just gotta stay connected. So I'm saying this to say, there's different avenues that you would have to go through, for you to find the person that you are. But most importantly, there's something in you that you are reflecting. Even if I'll tell you what, depending on what level you on, like you could just watch this, you're like, fuck this motherfucker, right? And then somebody else could watch this, depending on the level that they are, it could be like, oh, okay, he's brilliant, or, he's funny, he's cute. I'll take that, I'll take it, I'll take all of it. He's stupid, he's motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Fuck this nigga, Haitian ass niggas. I'll take all of it. Come on now, I'm taking all of it, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking all of it. Meanwhile, I ain't taking none of it. But I had to take all of it, though. You feel me? Who gives a fuck? You tripping. playing yourself. That's alignment, motherfucker. Shit. How else do you want it? And that's what happens when you get in connection with the person that you are. You know, it's not about pleasing other people. And that doesn't make you selfish either. Now you're valuing what. Now, if somebody else that is on the same page as you, then you'll be more than happy to open up. So that's why, when I noticed that a lot of people don't understand what self love is, and saying talking about it selfish. It's like, I take that shit personal, motherfucker. Shit, that's my shit. Fuck out of here. Yeah, I'm my shit. I take that shit personal, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm sensitive, baby. You done touched the right button, motherfucker. No, but I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, you playing. I mean, obviously, it is what it is. But it's like, how did you get it so wrong? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's mostly that. How do you get it so wrong? It's one thing to be wrong. Like, it's so wrong. Like, shit. Like, you didn't see nothing at all. I guess. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, self-love is totally different. Like, the people who do not love themselves, man, they build that wall buildings. It's out of fear. So based on that fear now, that's why the fear, like the motherfucker who always act tough, is acting nuts tough because he's afraid. Do you see what I'm saying? Meanwhile, the motherfucker who's sure of himself, just like they always tell you, and that shit, there's a direct collect. I mean, what this is really telling you, when you real, you real. And I think, who talked about it? Eddie Griffin, he was saying the real killers, all the niggas, like, oh God, like, they ain't even fighting with you, man. Tell you, yo, man, like, why don't you say you're sorry, man? You just step in my shoes. Then I'm gonna be on my way. You know what I'm saying? Slick ass motherfuckers too. But the bottom line is like, it's always the silent one. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm so quiet. But I talk a lot too, though. Hey. Something to think about. Let it marinate. Do you see what I'm saying? It's perfect alignments here, man. And that's how the word is being made flesh. We're in perfect harmony, man. We're something God enjoys. But all of that is done through work, devotion, understanding, and also, growth. You got to water your garden, and the knowledge comes in. But first, you have to awaken that spirit in you. That is the understanding part of you. Because having knowledge means nothing without the fucking understanding. So much so, think about it this way. I know that shit definitely happened to me. Have you ever read a book, let's just say, like 2 years ago, and then you just picked up that book now, or maybe 5 years later, and then you're looking at the book as totally different? What do you think changed? It's not the grammar. It was still the same motherfucking structure. The verbiage was the same. The sentences were the same. But what changed, though, is your fucking understanding. Do you see what I'm saying? So, I'm saying this to say, too, and I get to understand it. European-based fucking spirituality, they approach spirituality through their intellect. So, therefore, what they do is, they became scholars, and now they're creating other scholars by providing you books. That's why you'll never, ever see, or you would see it, but it's not the same. of teachers that are African based, or they African, based on African spirituality, you'll never see them giving you references. But what they seeking in you is your understanding. Because once you wake that up, come on, man, you good. Tip, man. The man's good. You hear me? Because the true meaning of education is to bring forth, to bring out. But you got to go in. That's what that understanding does. When you have an understanding, now you're processing knowledge. You're processing knowledge differently now. That's when you're able to discern certain shit, have a greater understanding of certain shit. Because again, like I said, like I always tell niggas, spiritual niggas, we have the highest fucking intellectual capacity. Because we're looking at the bigger picture. That's how we know your intellect does not stop you from being spiritual. At all. But it's what you don't know that's fucking you up. In fact, your intellectual is going to grow even greater as you tap into your spirituality. And that's the way it works. That's why you never thought, like, when you're looking at certain words that Jesus was saying, man, it was so simple. But at the same time, it was so impactful, too. Shit, what can I... even in his sermon, like, a lot of the shit that this motherfucker was talking about. Like, I'll give you something. Like, this nigga said, yo, if you forgive your... What did he say? Some shit about your fucking enemy. What the fuck was it? He was saying, if you... Was it some shit? I don't know. I can't recall, man. But I think it may have been some shit that had to do with... I can't even remember, to be honest. But, I mean, I think it's not coming. I see it in my mind, but it's not. But what I'm truly saying here, too, is that the true master, man, is like, reveals simplicity. Or simplicity reveals a master. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of his teaching was so common to other people. Because he made it, that's what the word became flesh. He made the connection and made it easy for you. That's why spirituality is your day-to-day life. And when he says it, you know there's a certain resonance that comes with it. You know it's wisdom when you hear it. The whole fucking sermon, Jesus' sermon, that shit is straight up fire. It was just knowledge under, like, I can't recall none of them now, but I don't even know why this even came up in my mind, but it is what it is. So I guess I'm also saying this too to make you, that's when you get to really see shit for what they are, there's no separation. I mean, the understanding is different, but, it's all talking about the same thing. I mean, whether they know it or not. Like, if you go to YouTube now, they have those prophetic people, right? And then you have your witchcraft motherfuckers that you may design, or you may want to call them, like, readers and shit, right? Which is, most importantly, which is in somehow, for most people, for the most part, back in the day, is more like witchcraft, being able to tell the future and all that shit. And then this motherfuckers, when you're talking about the Christian, on the Christian side, now they have a revelation. Same shit, man. But, however the fuck you want to define, it's up to you. Like I go beyond that bullshit. I see the spirit. You know, they do the same shit. They just using different terminologies. You know, oh, this may be saying I'm working for the light. Whatever, however the fuck that, makes them feel better. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they doing God's work. You know what I'm saying? In other words, like what you're calling the witchcraft, the same prediction you may be able to get from that person, you go to somebody who's in Christ or that got a revelation, would match. It would be just the same shit. We just label shit based on ignorance. And your ignorance too, that's why your heart is not as light as as a feather, because you become one-sided. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Because you become one-sided now because you don't see the spirit in everything. Then your scale become like that. When you see the spirit in everything, that's how you balance it. At that point, earth, heaven, doesn't matter. And that's what transcending is. You transcended. I know this. What's up, dog? Yo, you gonna be at the party tonight? Nigga, you already know. Holla at me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Now Anubis is coming to greet me. Yes, sir. My nigga. You see me coming? He like, yo, my nigga. I'm like, you already know, baby. You know how I'm coming. You know how I'm coming. I'm like, no, but she know I'm coming, baby. You know what I'm saying? Then, we do what we do. I love you, boy. And that's it, man. Now, if you understand everything I just said, even though I was bullshitting, but I wasn't truly bullshitting, though. Making the spirit become flesh, man. We're doing God's work. Showing it to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm testifying that shit right now. It's my testimony, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So you can understand it. Because we got to manifest this shit for you to see, you know what I'm saying, the body of art, man. This shit's beautiful, man, when you get to see it for what it is. It is. You know what I'm saying? That connection, and it's crazy. Yeah. We did that. So, in so many words, man, that's what you want to become. That's how you reach the highest state of consciousness. The word has to be made flesh. By you making peace with different aspects of yourself. Another way of saying it, by realigning or by aligning them. Because it's all the same, but in different state of mind. In certain state of mind or stages, you may have to align them, but the same action would also be realigning them. Listen, we're talking foul right now. Yeah, like, hey, I'm doing too much right now. I'm just doing too much. Anyway, I don't even fucking know how I'm gonna title this. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm gonna call it a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You feel me? But self-love, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you. You see, this is how sensitive I am about that shit. It's not fucking selfish. You hear me? Nothing that we gotta prove. We're just, showing up, and we're showing off too. Like, shit. Like, we know what this is. You feel me? I'm on my bullshit. Another way of saying it. On my pretty shit. The fuck? Nah, man. And, especially people who's like acting based on fear, they tend to act the toughest because they're protecting. They're not gaining anything. So even though, they could be in a situation where you would think, that's why they never see what they have. Do you see what I'm saying? Or they're not taking accountability on how they could change themselves. But for them not to change themselves, they're also thinking that, taking everything for granted. You technically asked out. You know what I'm saying? You played yourself. Why are you doing that? No boundaries. You just went all out, nigga. Like, no protection, nothing at all. You know you're gonna catch AIDS, nigga. Anyway, so a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Guys, check out the Patreon. Check out my other videos. And there's more, there's more to come. You already know. This is L'Esprit. Nothing but love. Haitien. You already know. Mali.